prepping exactly how we want to. Everyone's mentally and physically where we want them to be. So, you know, we're going strength to strength, and yeah, I'm happy with how everything's going.
Collecting on the far side, they've made a mess of it. Big chance here for York. Huge chance. Can they find the support? They might not need it. They're racing away. Gale's going to level up the game. She gets it away to Stanley. Ball over the top is on. It's a great pass. Can they finish it off? What a pass. What a try. Marshall the decoy. He goes for a Hari now. Fires it to Tara Jane Stanley. Tara Jane Stanley going for the line.
Tell me what you're going to ask me first so I can think about it.
I want to just talk about your history as a rugby player.
All right, okay. Well, keep that brief. Nobody wants to know about that. My dad used to say you need to be a golfer because there's money in golf. There was no thought that it would ever go. Not any female sport, not football, not anything. They were proud of that you played for England, but they didn't really get it, to be fair. A lot of the coaching that I got as a player, I thought there was a lot of mistakes were made, and a lot of mistakes were made probably because we were women, you know, lack of attention to detail, lack of professionalism. And I'm just looking, thinking, you know, put your money where your mouth is, Anfield, you go have a go at it. And that's what, that's what I did.
This year we've put our blood, sweat, tears, mainly for Lindsay, because she's done so much for us, and we wouldn't be where we are without her. And I personally played for her and the fans, and you know, I just left everything out there for Lindsay.
I've got a real good relationship with Rhiannon, and it's took a lot of time, and she's had a lot of falling outs with me because I'll tell her straight, you know, she's got a checkered past, but she's really the sort of player that you just want on your team.
Juggles, catches it second attempt. Oh, wow! Rhiannon Marshall!
My goodness!
Yeah, you won't want to be in a ring with Rhiannon Marshall, put it that way.
I think I was about 5 or 6 when I started, and like I remember getting ball and I was running away from him, and my dad's going, "Turn around, you need to run into him." And then I ran, and I just burst through all these lads, and I thought, and I just remember that feeling. I thought, yes, I love this. Like, I love the contact. I love, yeah, it was great.
Westwood and Sharrock involved. And I tell you what, they've gone straight through the middle again.
I've just got this desire in me, in my brain. Someone just ticks, like, I hate taking a backward step. So if I ever do take a backward step, I'm just like, right, I'll run balling at you twice as hard, or I'll tackle you twice as hard. Since going to Lindsay, I've learned so much from her, like how to be a leader, and I do class myself more as a leader now.
Most of the time when I went to games when I was pregnant, when I saw rugby fans, the first line they say is congratulations, and the second line they say is like, "Oh, so you're retired now?" And the first couple times it was fine. I was like, no, I haven't retired. I will be coming back. I'm only 24 years old. But then when I started thinking about it, I thought, what an insulting thing to say.
When you meet people and they're like, what do you do then? And they're like, oh, well, I play professional rugby now. I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah, like what, women? I'm like, yeah, we're professional now.
It is genuinely like night and day now, that the facilities we play on, we train on, like, I always say to Lindsay, she calls me a fossil, and say, yeah, I'm a fossil because I'm grounded, because I know how far this journey's been and how far we've come in Women's Rugby League.
Woman of steel, Tara Jane Stanley, has suffered defeat at this stage before, with Castleford and with York alongside Lacey Owen Nairn.
Back in the old days, let's say, that long ago, she was still, well, you're still motivated to play and couldn't wait to get out there. It's just that you're on with 10 people watching, and that were kind of it.
Young players, now they have a huge advantage, and destiny awaits the York Valkyrie.
Pretty much since I could walk, really, I just went to go watch Open Age, men, just amateur at Huddersfield. And then I was like, I just want to play, Dad. And he tried to find me like a boys' team to play, but there weren't any, or they didn't want a girl in the team. So he set up his own team.
Cool gold. I'll take my hat off and then you can see me mug. No one wanted to coach them. So I ended up taking a coaching course to actually set up a girls' side. And I played her at number 9, hooker, which she did really well. Never looked back since at hooker. And she come to every training session and everything like that. Obviously she had to because her dad dragged her there.
My parents didn't really encourage me to play just because they thought that a rugby league was quite a rough sport. And, you know, I like rugby because I feel things quite intensely, and when I feel like I need that release, like rugby's the perfect thing. It really is a kind of therapy for me. And I think a lot of has say that rugby has saved them because they were going down a difficult path.
Growing up with those two was very volatile, like they hated each other, fighting, like they'd fight with each other, and I'd probably end up like it. I'd probably be in jail. I probably would be in jail or something along them lines if I'd did stayed here.
So I had these 3 kids, but I'm very young, weren't I, Kev?
Yeah.
And obviously Kev will like to go out on that, didn't you? I basically fetched them up. So I were in a good place. And you were in a good place, really, were you, at the time?
No, I was irresponsible. I wasn't ready to settle down.
These kids, take my hat off to them, I really do. I take my hat off to her.
Coming up as a female rugby player, it's been quite difficult, especially throughout high school. I was looked at as a boy and laughed at because I enjoy playing not only rugby league but sport in general. No one really cared, to be fair, that I played rugby because it was so much of a male dominant sport. I think getting through that was quite difficult, to be fair. It makes you just want to stop because you think, I'm just taken out of me, no one really cares. So why am I bothering?
Because even if I didn't want to come back, which I always did, I'm definitely coming back now because it's not just me. Look at all the women that are playing rugby league. You know, they're not all 30 years old. There'll be some women that are playing Super League that, you know, they are umming and ahhing about having a baby and they do want to have a family and they don't want to wait till they're in the mid-30s to have that decision. And why should you have to wait?
I don't think I would be the person I am today if it weren't for rugby. It's literally in his blood, isn't it?
It's giving me discipline and it's giving me a purpose to life.
If she said to me, I'm not playing anymore, Dad, I'm happy now. Because she's got what she's deserved. And it's been hard.
You get emotional.
Yeah, it is emotional.
That's the kind of magic of rugby and sport in general, that you've got all these girls that have gone to different schools, come from different, you know, areas, different backgrounds, different levels of affluence, and they're all now together on a pitch and they've all got to have each other's backs and communicate well and, you know, ultimately win and lose together.
I think if I look after myself, I probably could go till I've got another few years left in me. I'm 31 now. If I look after myself, I probably got 34, 35. I'd like, but I've always promised myself if I ever start feeling myself slipping away, like I can't keep up, or I'm getting slower, or I'm not as strong anymore, or I'm not as agile anymore, that's when I'm going to recall, because I don't ever want to be remembered as a has-been. I want to be remembered as bloody hell, Rhiannon were good.